You're looking for the cheapest insurance possible. You just want to be legal, get your tags, and hit the road. So you click the button that says State Minimum Coverage.
It's the most tempting button on the screen, but there's a massive difference between what is legal and what is enough.
Right. Almost every state requires you to have a baseline of liability insurance. But when you look at the numbers, like 25, 50, 25, what are you actually getting?
Let's look at that third number, $25,000 for property damage. That sounds like a lot of money until you realize the average new car today costs over $45,000.
Exactly. If you rear end a brand new Tesla or electric SUV and you only have $25,000 in coverage, you're personally on the hook for the other $25,000.
And it gets even scarier with the first two numbers. Bodily injury, $25,000 per person and $50,000 per accident. If you cause a crash that sends 2 people to the hospital, those limits could be gone before they even leave the emergency room.
So if the bills go over my limit, what happens? Do they just say, oh well, that's all he had?
Not a chance. They can come after your savings, your future wages, and in many states, even your home. Minimum coverage protects the other person's basic bills, but it doesn't protect your life's work.
Now, every state is different. Maine has some of the highest requirements in the country, while states like Florida and New Jersey have much lower baselines.
And then there's New Hampshire, the live free or die state. They don't technically require insurance at all, as long as you can prove you're financially responsible if you hit someone.
Which is basically a fancy way of saying you're betting your entire net worth every time you pull out of the driveway.
So, who is the state minimum actually for?
It's really only for people who don't have many assets to protect, like students or people just starting out, and who are driving an older car they own outright.
But if you have a home, a 401k, or a car with a loan, you need more. The truth about minimum coverage is that it's a legal floor, not a safety net.
The good news, jumping from the legal minimum to significantly higher protection, like $100, $300, $100, often only costs an extra $10 or $15 a month.
It's the cheapest peace of mind you can buy.
If you want to see exactly how much those higher limits cost in your state, you need to head over to cheapinsurance.com.
We let you toggle between different coverage levels so you can find that sweet spot where you're legally protected and financially safe.
Knowledge is the only thing that actually lowers your risk. I'm Tito.
And I'm Jacqueline.
Don't just settle for the minimum. Protect your future at cheapinsurance.com.